I want to welcome everyone here. Of course, first and foremost, Mingyur Rinpoche, but also all of the students, community members, Columbia staff and faculty, and guests who very patiently and in some cases diligently put up with our security protocols, which I know can feel like quite an obstacle these days. So thank you for making it here. We're so happy to be in the room together. I think that, of course, the topic of Rinpoche's talk today, working with stress and anxiety, is always relevant, on a college campus, especially at this time of year, getting ready for exams and finals and summer plans and graduation. But of course, these days, I only wish that that's what the students were really anxious and stressed about. But of course, we live in inordinately stressful times for many of us. And so I think that it makes sense to me that so many people wanted to come together, and I'm really so happy that we can be here for this opportunity. So before I introduce Rinpoche, I did want to make clear that actually I'm just here as a faculty supporter. I'm not the organizer. And the main organizers are students, so this is really a student event. Jada Lee, who is a Barnard senior, hiding out there somewhere, a religion and psychology major, organized this event in collaboration with Scarlett Ha of the Khorlo Tibetan Studies student group, as well as a whole crew of student volunteers. So I really want to give them full credit for all the work they did. Yeah, thank you. I also want to thank the Weatherhead East Asian Institute for their support administratively and in terms of funding, as well as the Modern Tibetan Studies program here at Columbia, and Lauren Hartley and Julie Kwan in particular for all the work they've done over the last several months. So thank you all. And just a few words. I suspect that Mingyur Rinpoche doesn't need much introduction for many of you, but for those of you who are not familiar with him and his work, I'll just say a few things. Mingyur Rinpoche is from the Nubri region of Nepal on the border with Tibet, cultural Tibet. It's a culturally Tibetan area that has, for many centuries, practiced Tibetan Buddhism, and he is the member of an illustrious family of Tibetan Buddhist teachers and lamas. His father was Tulku Urgyen, and his brothers are Chukyi Nyima Rinpoche and Tsoknyi Rinpoche, so it's really an incredibly treasured family in the Tibetan Buddhist world these days. So we're very, very lucky to have him here. So Rinpoche is remarkable for many reasons, one of which is that he became interested in meditation as a very young child, as he may talk to us about. And in part that was due to his own experiences with anxiety and his efforts to learn to work with that. And so his teaching on those subjects has been, I think, especially timely these days, and has opened many people's hearts to his teachings and to the ways that meditation can help with those difficulties that so many of us face. So when I asked Jada Lee, who again was the main organizer for this event, why she wanted to do this at this particular time when she's about to graduate from college, and what made her in particular choose Mingyur Rinpoche to invite, she said that when she thought about a teacher who could connect the spheres of the university, where we're engaged in scientific experimentation, intellectual inquiry, creative production, and hopefully lots of vigorous debate, that she thought that he was an excellent person to connect that sphere with the sphere of contemplation and meditation, for which Buddhism is such a rich source. So I feel very grateful and privileged that we have Mingyur Rinpoche here with us this evening. I feel very grateful and privileged that you are all here this evening. And so please join me in welcoming Mingyur Rinpoche.
Thank you very much, and very happy to be here. on the University, Cambridge, Columbia University. Sorry about it. And today, my talk title, sometimes I ask audience about my talk title. So do you know what is my talk title today? Raise your hand. Anybody knows? Only 3 or 4 people? That's good, wonderful. So that means I can say whatever I want. I think I stand up better, otherwise I cannot see. So those of you know the talk title, what was that? Befriending with mind. Befriending with mind. So I learned meditation when I was 9 years old. The main purpose why I learned meditation, because I had panic attacks. So panic attacks developed with me when I was 7, 8 years old. And I didn't know there was panic attacks. I thought I have some issue with my heart. So heart attack. I asked my mom to check many doctors, and they all say your heart is very good. I don't believe the doctors. Oh, the bad doctor, don't know anything about heart. And I moved to the next doctor. Also say same thing. And then in Kathmandu, there's one of the best hospital run from America, a student of my father. So I trust those doctors because I know them. They're a student of my father. And I went there. They said, your heart is wonderful. Really? So then I began to have doubt. Maybe there is not a heart attack. So then later I discovered there was panic attacks. And the panic became very strong when I was 9 years old. I have a lot of fear about storms. So in Nepal, my village is right middle of the Himalaya mountain. The 8th highest mountain in the world, Manasilu, is bordered between Nepal and Tibet. And our language, culture, everything is a Tibetan, like Tibetan language, culture, spiritual, everything. So in the summer, we have thunderstorm. You know, the lightning and entire mountain will shake. Then my heart is like shaking. And each thunder, when I hear the sound, my heart is kind of like becoming true. And the winter we have snowstorm. And plus that, I have kind of like fear for strangers. If the new people come to my village, then I feel panic. And then sometimes without reason, who knows? Suddenly the lightning will hit my house. And you know, everything become burned. Or might have earthquake. Or some danger thing may come. So, and I try to fight with my panic attacks. I run, I hike the mountain, panic follow me up there. I go to the bushes, the forest, panic follow me there. Whatever I try, it doesn't work. And then my mom said I should learn meditation from my father. And I begin to ask my father that I want to learn meditation, but I feel very shy, embarrassed, you know. If I ask him, he might say, you're stupid, you know, I will not teach you. You're too young to learn meditation. He never said that because my panic is, you know, making up these things. And one day he said, you want to learn meditation, right? I said, yes. Who told you? He said, your mom. So my mom asked my father without my permission. But he was very happy, you know, he's a very kind person and he never scold. But my panic attacks always think something negative. Then I asked him a question. The first question is, how I can get rid of my panic attacks? And he said, don't. I was shocked. I said, why? maybe now I will not learn meditation from you. And he said, don't fight with the panic attacks, because there's two reasons. The first, he said, if you fight with the panic attacks, it becomes bigger. So he gave me a lot of examples. And maybe we all know that if you tell yourself, don't think about pizza, what will happen? Do you want to try? What I call pizza meditation. Yeah, maybe we can try for a few seconds. Please, don't think about pizza. No pizza. What happened?
Think about pizza.
Think about pizza. So that is what we call aversion. As soon as if we try to push away something in our mind, in our life, in our social circle, then that thing become unpleasant. That thing become disturbing. That thing become not so nice. And then another thing is what we call craving. So I'm looking for that peace, calm, joy, all these things, dream about without the panic attacks. So many, like the perfect life, perfect world. That craving sometimes makes bigger also. For example, how many of you in the night you want to sleep? Tomorrow morning, maybe you have the presentation or class or to-do list. And then you tell yourself, I need sleep. I need sleep. I really need sleep. And then what happened? Sleep disappear, right? How many of you have that experience? Raise your hand. Almost everybody. So he said, don't fight with the panic attacks. No need to get rid of panic attacks. So these are the reasons. And second thing, he said, no need to fight panic attacks. And that one is quite, I have shocked, why no need? He said, we all have this wonderful nature, sometimes what we call basic innate goodness, our true nature, potential. So everybody has kind of like, my father said, like sky is always beyond, present, free. Though there's a lot of storms. We might have tornado, hurricane, pollution. Can tornado, hurricane change the nature of sky or not? What do you think? Yes, raise your hand. No, raise your hand. The nature cannot change, right? So, but these storms are actually welcomed by sky or space. So storm comes in the space or sky, stay in the sky, dissolve back to the sky, but sky never change. So similarly, we all have this wonderful quality, that fundamental nature of our mind, what we call three unity quality: awareness, love and compassion, and the wisdom. And this with us 24 hours. And the first time when I hear this from my father, I don't believe. I thought, it's sweet talk, He tried to just pleasing me, doing father's job. But then there is technique. There is a step-by-step practice, how to get in touch your inner sky. So do you want to learn that?
Yes.
So, three things, right? Awareness, love and compassion, and wisdom. So normally we cannot complete all these three together, but I will begin with awareness. So awareness meaning that what we call the lucid quality of the mind, the knowing quality of the mind. The mind can experience, can see, can hear, isn't it? How many of you can see my hand? Raise your hand. Great. So that is what we call awareness. And we can hear, right? And we can feel. We can think. We can experience. So the traditional example is like lamp, the flame, the candle flame. That flame has what we call true luminosity, self-luminosity, and other luminosity. Self-luminosity means the flame is the light. If you want to see the flame, you don't need to use flashlight, right? Because it illuminates by itself. Because it is light. Flame is light. Because flame is light, now you can illuminate others. So things around. If you want to see the watch, you bring near to the candle flame, you can see it. So the other luminosity meaning you can see my hand, you can hear, you can smell. All these are other luminosity. Why we have this other luminosity? Because the mind is illuminating by itself. The problem is that self-luminosity is beyond concept normally. You cannot really grab it by conceptual mind, by thought, by articulation. But there's one good news normally. We discuss about good news. How many of you want to hear the good news? The good news is we are experiencing that self-luminosity all the time. What we call 24 hours. Even while we are sleeping. Okay, so now my father said, what we need to do is just need to connect that inner sky. No need to get rid of that panic attacks. No need to look for peace, calm, and joy. Because if you connect with awareness, peace, calm, joy comes automatically, like byproduct, right? If you look for peace and calm and joy, they will say, I'm busy. You have to make appointment first. Just like sleep. I need sleep, they run away, right? So, how to do that? There are what we call meditation objects. So normally what we can meditate anytime, anywhere, anything. Because anything that comes in your mind, comes in the awareness, you can be with that one. Not too long at the beginning, few seconds only. But that learning first recognize awareness. We need to recognize first. Then to learn to be with that one. Being the knowing, aware. And if you try this again, then awareness becomes salient. The sky becomes visible. You can have cloud. No need to change cloud. If today very good weather, right? How many of you agree? Today is good weather, raise your hand. I will ask you raise your hand again, so you can get some exercise. But if the sky always blue, will that be nice or not nice? Then you cannot grow anything on the ground, right? We need rain sometime. So emotion is okay, thought is okay, feeling, all this okay, no need to stop them. But the important is not lost by them. There is underlying with the thought, with emotion, that what we call inner sky, that awareness, which is never changed. It's not permanent, but it's never changed. It's like light, always there. Okay. So now, second thing, the first is introduction of awareness. This is what we call introduction of our basic goodness. So basic goodness, one quality is the awareness. So normally we discuss that. I learned this from my father. And the second thing is, then we need to do exercise. So do you want to do exercise?
Yes.
3 choices at the beginning, 3 steps. 1 with the breathing, what we call breathing meditation. 2nd, sound meditation. 3rd could be what we call mental recitation, reciting something in the mind. Which one you want to choose? You need to choose this one of those. Okay, sound, raise your hand.
How about all 3?
All 3? Okay, the first, which one? Sound first, raise your hand. Okay. Breathing first, raise your hand. Okay. The mental recitation first, raise your hand. Almost same. So try again. Maybe sound and the breath more. Okay. Breathing, raise your hand. Okay. Sound. I think breathing more. The winner is the breath. Okay, so now we will do the breathing meditation. But first, I would like to ask you a question. Very important question. You think well and give me the answer, okay? The question is, how many of you are breathing right now? Raise your hand. Great, it looks like everybody is breathing. Okay, so now the sound meditation is finished. Understand? Yes or no? Breathing meditation, no? Breath meditation. Oh, sorry. I just sound right. Yeah. Sorry about that. Breathing meditation is finished. Understand or not? How many of you not understand? Raise your hand. Okay. So the meditation meaning being with awareness, right? The innate quality of the mind, the lucidity, the knowingness. So when I ask you, are you breathing now? All of you say yes. In that moment, your awareness is with the breath. That's all. And that is the become meditation. Simple, no? You don't need to say, concentrate with my breathing. Or the pizza is coming. The to-do list, the graduation is coming. Or something happened in the past. Keep quiet. No pizza. No pizza. You don't need to say that. If you say that, then more pizza will come. So, pizza is okay. To-do list okay. Maybe thinking about email, the message, past, future, everything's okay. But everything okay, yet remember the breath. A glimpse. It's short time. Breathe in, pizza, in the middle of breath. What should I do tomorrow? Oh, forget. Breathing out. Graduation is coming. Oh, breath again. Like that. So, should we try this together?
Yeah.
Please, everybody keep your spine loosely straight, not too tight. And you can both feet touch to ground. And first, feel your body. Relax muscles in the body. And feel your body through maybe temperature, room temperature, warm or cold. Maybe through gravity. Maybe through pleasant and unpleasant sensations. Basically, just relax your body, relax muscles, and feel your body through sensation. And meanwhile, pizza may come, past, future, image, voice, bala 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 bala, yada yada yada. All this will come. It's okay. Let them come, let them go. But feel your body a glimpse. A glimpse. Now, slowly bring your awareness with the breath. Breathing in, breathing out. And while your mind with the breath, maybe a lot of thought, image, voices, sensations, all this comes, the emotions. Let them come, let them go. Remember your breathing, a glimpse, a glimpse. And it's a natural breathing. No need to control your breath. Shallow breath or deep breath, all are okay. Now slowly open your eyes and relax your mind for a few seconds without particular object. Okay. So, how was it? How many of you like this breathing meditation? Raise your hand. Great. So now, with this style of meditation, you're learning 3 lifelong skills. That how to work with the panic attacks or depression or hatred or loneliness, all this emotion turbulence. So do you know the 3 lifelong skills? How many of you know? If you know, raise your hand. Nobody? Great. So I can explain. So 3 lifelong skills. The first is what we call the skill of okay with not okay. So when we are, our mind being with the breath, bala 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 yada yada, am I doing right or maybe wrong, or what should I know? How can I tell this is the right or this is the meditation or I have to do something tomorrow, all these things, okay, right? I said, don't block them, let them come, let them go. So that is the beginning of learning okay with not okayness. And that eventually becomes the what we call open mind. It will become the acceptance and eventually become kindness, self-compassion, love. And you can understand, expand this for others. So that's skill number 1. But the problem is, if you have only the skill number 1, everything okay, then big problem also. So if you go to the restaurant, the waiter asks you, what do you want? Everything's okay. What do you want to order? Anything is okay. Or if you go to, in your life, at your workplace, what do you want to do? Everything's okay. Big problem, right? So the second skill is what we call skill of learning awareness, concentration, mindfulness, being. So one aspect, you say everything okay, but you are not lost with that. You're not lost with the bala 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 yada yada. You come back to the breath, glimpse, 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 right? It's just a drop. So what we call, if there's a big empty container, the drop of the water falling into that big empty container, what will happen in the end? It will be full, right? Similarly, if we connect with awareness again, eventually what we call our mind become pliable and walkable. Now our mind is not pliable or walkable, right? Are you agree? No pizza, pizza comes. I need sleep, sleep disappear. So normally our mind does the opposite. So this is what we call monkey mind. Don't worry, we worry more. Or today I need to go to exam, and I did all the homework. I know all the answers. As soon as if you reach in the exam hall, half of your brain become empty. What was that? You look around. And then you come out for exam hall. Oh, I remember. But it's too late now. So our mind is not pliable, walkable. But if you continue training your mind, being with the breath, a second, just a few seconds, 1 or 2 seconds, eventually mind become pliable, walkable. So that is the skill number 2. Now skill number 3 is wisdom, what we call, meaning being with the reality as it is. So when you watch your breath, it's a natural breath, right? Shallow breathing, deep breathing, irregular breathing, it's okay. Being with the reality, being with the true nature. So by doing that, you will learn the true nature, truth, whatever we call it. Learning the nature of reality is the real wisdom. So wisdom begins by knowing seeing the reality as it is. So 3 lifelong skills with the breathing. So the next time panic comes, what should we do? Let panic come, let panic go. But don't lose with the panic. Come back to the breath. A glimpse. So I did that. Panic comes, watch my breath. I cannot watch too long. Friendly speaking. After 30 seconds later, I will lose with panic attacks. Fail. And I report this to my father. Too difficult, I fail again. And my father said, the failure is the mother of success. It's okay to fail. And actually it's good. Each time you fail, you're learning. So he said, don't give up, but let it go. Letting go is not giving up, right? So we can apply this with any emotional turbulence. Overthinking, let thought come and go, but be with the breathing, a glimpse. Or depression, or loneliness, loss of esteem, or anger, hatred. So much hatred comes. Watch the breathing. So for me, after a certain level, panic comes, meditation comes. No panic, no meditation. So everything good, no panic, forget about meditation. I don't like practice meditation. Meditation is boring. Every day watching this breathing is like stupid, Today breathing in, breathing out, stupid. Why? I know I'm breathing. Why I have to say I'm breathing in, breathing out, every day same thing. But after a certain level, it changes. But it took me 5 years to really become friends with my panic attacks. Because we learn this with the breathing, you can learn this with the sound also. Whatever we hear, become sound meditation. Can you hear anything? What do you hear?
A lot.
The talking, right? Outside, maybe the room, echo, birds, aircon. So maybe we will do sound meditation for some time. Please again, relax muscles in your body and loosely straight. You can use chair, support your back, and feel your body. Feel the grounding sensation on the chair, room temperature, and just relax. And now, please listen to sound. Any sound is okay. The people laughing outside, air conditioned, chatting. The ear and mind together, listening, becomes a meditation. Now, slowly open your eyes if you close your eyes, and relax your mind for a few seconds. Okay, how was it? How many of you like sound meditation? Raise your hand. Great. You can use music also. Many of us want to listen music, right? So you can use music as support for your meditation. How many of you like, if you want to choose, breathing meditation more or sound more? Which one you will choose? Breathing more, raise your hand. You like breathing more? You like sound more? Great. So what we call, everybody is a little bit different. So for me, breathing is boring. I like sound more. So what we call which one we like the most, we do that at the beginning. But after a certain level, we feel bored again. Like the pizza is your favorite dish. But if you eat breakfast pizza, lunch pizza, dinner pizza, and next day, you don't want to have pizza, right? So I need to change. So therefore, normally we have many techniques at the beginning. Could be visual object, looking at the flower. Could be smell, especially when you want to have a lunch, right? When you enter the restaurant, smell, be with smell, and then taste, and then sensation. So 5 sensory objects, all of them can be support for meditation. Then slowly, you can use the bodily pain, unpleasant sensation also can be support for meditation, just like breathing. Then you can use thought. All this bala, 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 yada, yada, the monkey mind, what we call crazy monkey mind. Use them as support for meditation. Just like watching your breath. When you watch your breath, but breath never stays, right? If you watch breath and you stop breathing, then big problem, right? Breath always moves. So same thing when you watch thought, they move. Thought become your friend. Then emotion. So then I use my panic attacks as support for my meditation. After a certain level, panic become object of my meditation. So what we call When you see the river, you are out of river. When you see the mountain, you are not in the mountain. When you see the movie, you are not in the movie, right? So that is the power of awareness. Observe, you are out. But it doesn't mean the river disappear, mountain disappear. Mountain's still there. So when you observe panic attacks, actually what we call, you are out of panic attacks, but symptoms still there. So it took me 5 years to really make friends with the panic attacks. Why I can make real friend with the panic attacks? Because I choose to do retreat, 3-year retreat, when I was 11 years old. I told all my friends, I can do this 3-year retreat. And they all say, you're crazy. How you can do this retreat? You will come out within few weeks. I said, no, I will not come out. I went to retreat. First month, I could. Second month, I become lazy. And then lazy invite my panic attacks. Now become terrible. Because you are in the retreat area, you cannot go out of their compound. And we have to meditate every day 4 times. Now, bala, yadi, yara, oh. I thought maybe I should go out. But I feel very embarrassed to go out because I told all my childhood friends that I can do this, when we are young, the peer pressure is very, very important, right? So I don't want to lose my face. So then I thought, what should I do? It's 3 years, more than 2 years to go. 2 years, 9 months, no, 11 months to go. So then I thought, okay, now I really want to make friends with the panic attacks. So the technique that we use, panic as support for awareness, love and compassion, and the wisdom, these 3 things. In the end, the panic comes, I feel quite happy. Not like happiness like drinking coffee, but the happiness as like excitement, kind of like joy. And then my heartbeat go boom, like music, And then the throat become tight, cannot breathe, and then temperature change, sweating. Then all this image comes. At deeper level, I'm very excited. Let's see. And they're changing. And they become support for awareness, love and compassion, wisdom. Then after a certain level, I like my panic attacks. The symptoms not go away, but that disturbing feeling is gone. For example, in New York, sometimes summer is quite hot, right? Yes or no? Agree, raise your hand. How many of you don't like be too hot, the temperature too hot? Raise your hand. Okay, so in the middle of summer, temperature become very hot in New York, and you complain about the temperature, right? This is terrible. And then if you have sweat, you might think, I'm going to die now. And you complain, and you go to the gym. You are the member of the gym, you're paying every month. And you thought, oh, nice. I should go to sauna. Then you go to sauna, you feel very happy. Now when you get sweating, you think, wow, good. My money become useful now. It's good for my, good for all this toxics out, and then might become more fit in, and then that heat become cause of happiness in the sauna. So you pay for that. You make special schedule for that. But the heat outside the sauna on the street is terrible. Cause you become suffering, right? But heat is same. Heat for your body is same. But how you change the perspective, the relationship is very important. So in the end, what we call, everything become friend for our life. The suffering may become happiness, obstacle may become opportunity, problem become solution. So now, how to practice this continued, the last topic. Every day, 4 to 5 minutes of formal meditation. The scientists call it's like brushing teeth. So when we brush teeth, 2-3 minutes, it will take 2-3 minutes, right? That 2-3 minutes good for hygiene for the teeth. Same thing, 4-5 minutes of formal meditation become hygiene for mind. But the important things, try to do every day. If you brush your teeth 1 hour for 1 day, and if you don't brush for 1 week, not so nice, no? A little bit, but try to do every day. And then this important thing is the habit. To form that habit, it will take 30 days. So just think about first, 30 days challenge. I think you have time, we have time, right? Normally, they said we are looking at smartphone every day. How many hours? More than 5 hours? 4 hours? So if you look at smartphone 4 hours, you still can look 3 hours and 55 minutes. The other 5 minutes spend time for formal meditation. Then informal, you can meditate while you're looking at smartphone, while you're walking, while you're doing exercise, listening to music. It's just glimpse. So if you do that, they study that if you do the 30 days, 4 to 5 minutes of formal meditation, it reduces depression, anxiety, panic, 32%. So there's a lot of research about this. Thank you. So now maybe if you have 1 or 2 questions, welcome to ask. Do we have the microphone available or no? Maybe someone ask loud, I can hear.
Or they can come up.
Okay. The question is, she talked to one Tibetan monk and talked about analytical meditation, meaning analyzing, asking questions. There's a particular text called Abhidharma. And here I said, don't analyze, being. So what are the differences? So there are 3 main different meditations: awareness, love and compassion, and the wisdom. So in the wisdom meditation, you can analyze. So analytical meditation, ask right question to see the nature of reality. But ask this question with awareness, with mindful. Yeah. Next.
Hi, Rinpoche. I was wondering, as you were working in the 3-year retreat on your panic attacks, how would you create the space when you were having a panic attack, say during a meditation or in a conversation maybe, or meeting a stranger, like you said, how would you create that space for yourself to turn inward and befriend it?
So we can meditate anytime, anywhere. So suddenly you feel anxiety or panic attacks, remember the breath. So first we need to have, at the beginning, like breath is your safe place. Or could be sound. Anxiety, breathing. Anxiety, breathing. Then slowly you can expand that with the 3 techniques, 3 lifelong skills, right? Then form, sound, smell, taste, then the bodily sensation. It's very important. Then in the end, panic itself become object of meditation. So for me, sometimes we have group practice in the retreat, and the panic come, I have to leave the group practice. So go to my room and alone practice. Oh, by the way, after a few months later, my panic attacks gone in my 3-year retreat. So I miss my panic attacks. My best friend. Any? Yes? Yes, so normally we have this sitting meditation, what we learn here, sitting meditation. But meditation could be very creative way. So you can do walking, you can do dancing, listen to music, with talking, with art, with the physical exercise. So need to develop some kind of creativity or interest that bring this awareness with whatever you do. But sometimes some people cannot develop interest, so then it's difficult to help. And sometimes it's really important to talk to the professional the therapist or something like that at the beginning. Really, really important. And also physical exercise is very important, special like aerobic exercise. And then together with the meditation, then it really helps. So the question is about the concentration, the second skill, how we can apply that one. So normally we apply short time. Like when I was doing study in my monastery, like college is a 9-year program. So here 4 years, right? But 2 years. So we have 9 years. So we have to read this boring, and then the books, it's a 800 page. And then I thought, okay, I will read later. So then what I did is, short time, many time. So I read every day, few pages. So then at the end of the year, I read all of them easily, just few pages. Then I free time for free exercise, free time for relax, short time, many time. Then concentration, quite good. But my friends say, next week. And then the exam comes, they cannot read all of those. Then I need to read all of those, and become difficult. Okay, I think the time almost. How is the time? One more question? Yes. The lady here? So the question is about can we gain wisdom by just practicing meditation, or is that combined with the Buddhist studies, right? Depend on your time, your interest. If you learn only this today, these techniques, important is practice every day, little bit. It help a lot also. And 30 days reduce 32% of anxiety, depression, so many things that a lot of transformation comes, right? That's good also. But if you have more time, want to learn more, of course, welcome. It's like physical exercise, Doing every day, little bit is very important. Sometimes we have so much time, I will do exercise from morning to evening. It might be difficult, right? So we need to do step by step. Thank you, and thank you all the organizers, student group, the Jadali, and all the different groups. Thank you very much for all of your effort, time, and thank you.
Thank you. Once again, thank you all so much for coming, and thank you, Rinpoche, for all of your wisdom and humor and guidance. I think it's been incredibly helpful. So please join me one more time in thanking Mingyur Rinpoche for joining us.